Punt Along, episode 22. I'm going to start off this week by talking about the main man in the Scottish Championship, it looks like this season. At least going off his pre-season form, he's continuing on for last season where he won the league, finished top goal scorer of the league he was in, won player of the year, was included in the team of the year. He's playing for one of the lower end teams in the league this season in terms of a fan base, in terms of expectancy of what they can do this season, but he could possibly be the one that makes people underestimate them and they could really catch people out this season. Of course, I'm talking about Shankland of Ayr United. He's got 36 goals in 37 games now, I think it is. The goal he scored against Partick Thistle, and I don't know if it was their last game in the Betfred Cup, but whatever game it was some goal. It was reminiscent of when Zlatan turned up in MLS and played his first game for LA Galaxy. The confidence for him to be able to finish it as he did was next level. This is why I'm saying that Shankland could really propel Ayr into being a promotion challenger at least, because they do have some decent talent in their squad, but with a finisher like that at this level, that's exactly what most clubs are looking for. They're looking for that clinical finisher that can score them 20 goals. That's the reason why players like Stephen Dobbie propels Coon in the South to be playoff challengers basically every season since he's been back there. We've seen it last season with Dunfermline, and albeit now he's playing with Dundee United, but Nicky Clark getting a decent amount of goals. The goals ended up adding up over the full season, and it propels you to be able to be challenging up the top end rather than be floundering in the bottom because you don't have a clinical goal scorer. Tomorrow I've actually got my league predictions coming out for the Premiership and Championship, so you'll be able to see where I've got Ayr finishing and where, obviously, importantly, I've got Dunfermline finishing this season. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Secondly, we're going to go on to Man United. I'm going to start talking about Jose Mourinho. He's continuing the same pattern that he's had throughout his full career. He used to come in the first season and build foundations but not really achieve a hell of a lot. Second season he'd usually win the league. Of course he didn't do that in Man United last season, and he didn't even win the FA Cup at the end of the season either. It was a big failure really. He obviously won the Europa League in the first season, but in terms of other achievements he's not done very much. He's built up a lot of angst in the Man United fans, the squad, etc. And now it's the usual third season problems where he ends up usually leaving the club, getting sacked, or just stepping down as manager. We've seen it at Chelsea, we've seen it at Real Madrid. It's strange, it's weird how he comes about this kind of career path where he can only really spend a certain amount of time at a club before he starts getting too above himself and thinking that he deserves more than he's currently getting. The way he's went about this pre-season just lacks so much respect and enthusiasm for the season ahead and his current squad that he's had to deal with in the pre-season tour. The squad that he's had to deal with has dealt with a lot of young players, a lot of players that don't have a lot of experience, and players that are probably not going to be in his squad for the majority of the Premier League season. But Jose knew this. He knew that most of these players were going to be going to the latter stages of the World Cup and would have been out of action for his squad in this pre-season tour. It was no surprise to him, surely. This was the exact quote for Jose Mourinho in one of his press conferences just recently. "This is not our team. We started the game with almost half the players who are not even going to belong to our squad on August 9th. They will not be here. This is not our squad. This is not even half my squad or 30% of it. So don't look to this." Even just quotes like that saying that players don't belong to the squad, they're not part of his squad. Obviously he's meaning the starting 11, and the majority of it is still on their break for finishing so well in the World Cup, which is fair to them. They've achieved something, so let them get on with it. But the fact that he's saying that players don't belong to his squad and that basically they're not good enough and he's not planning to use them at all this season, that must be such a kick in the teeth to youngsters that are coming through. Off the back of that, Jurgen Klopp, he says he loves having Scousers in his squad because it's the heartbeat of Liverpool. It's what fans love to see. They love seeing youth coming through. The fact that Jose Mourinho's just shown so much a lack of respect to these young players, it's really not sending out the right message, and you can see why suddenly in the third season, when he always seems to do this, that the squad harmony seems to go right down, and it ultimately ends up in him either leaving, getting sacked, or just not trying as hard in this third season because he feels like he's not getting what he wants. I really wouldn't be surprised if this coming season is Jose Mourinho's final season as a Man United manager. Right, this is the part of the video where we're going to look at who I've included in this week's
And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Grant went the right way though.
Soft goal that. Look at him.
Yep.
Look at him. Mane. I've scored against a bunch of kids.
This week we've got the inclusion of another Man United personality, and that's Mark Goldbridge of Man United Stand, a YouTube channel that has been relatively criticised on Twitter, at least criticised in a kind of funny, sarcastic way for the statements he makes. Of course, everything that he says isn't exactly in the same light. Even just in these two clips alone, slag off Mane for celebrating against a bunch of kids when Man United's average age of squad in this game against Liverpool, where Man United lost 4-1, the average age was higher than Liverpool's, so the bunch of kids actually belonged to Liverpool. I get what he meant, obviously there was more youngsters in the team, but overall the age actually equated to more than Liverpool's team, so it didn't exactly make sense. And then when Man United scored, the way he celebrated, like, just roll the clip.
Great goal.
Come on! Have some of that! Have some of that! Andreas Pereira! Boom! Shakalak! Come on!
Imagine if I celebrated like that at United away at the weekend. Say, I don't know, James Cragen goes up, takes a free kick, and it goes in the top right hand corner. And I'm sitting going, boom! Shakalak! Like, oh, I'd get thrown out. I'd get thrown out by my own fans because it would be so cringy. Everyone would just be laughing at me. Imagine if that went on YouTube. That would just go viral, and it would be good for me because I'd go viral. But you'd feel like such a laughing stock. I couldn't have put up with that if that was me, and that's the reason why he's on this. I think he's well deserving of it this week. And as usual here on Punt It Long, we're going to go full circle and back to my team, Dunfermline. As I said, I've got a video coming out tomorrow where I'm going to go through my Championship predictions and the Premiership predictions, but in terms of Dunfermline, I'm going to be doing the Championship ones, so you'll be able to see where I've got them finishing this season. I'm definitely confident going into this season. I've got a feeling that just the squad came together really nicely. I just feel like we're building the right squad to at least have a really good go, and this time last season, of course, we didn't have the midfield options we currently have. We just didn't have the good squad depth that we've got this season, and that's the main reason why I'm pretty confident. One thing that I'm not as confident about is this weekend's fixture. The amount of times I've felt really good going into a Dundee United game, that playoff game, I felt so confident going into it that we could do something and really go there, win, and go into the next stage of the playoffs. And look what happened there, just the usual, losing against Dundee United. I don't know, I really don't know what to expect. If we lose, I'll genuinely be quite upset, but I just really want us to win. It's the ideal opportunity to do it. First game of the season, set the marker down, finally get the hoodoo off our backs so that we can go into other games against them this season with no fear and actually have the knowledge that we can beat them for once. But it could be all a flash in the pan and I could just be saying this for nothing once again, so we'll wait and see. I really hope we can do it this time. And that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. As I said, I've got a prediction video coming out tomorrow for the upcoming Premiership and Championship campaigns, so keep an eye out for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below anything about what I've said or any of the points I've brought up. Subscribe for more of this type of content. Until the next one, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.